Hey YouTubers, well, that silly wabbit is at it again. Now what? Have you ever considered how you would wash your clothes if you had no electricity? Well, I have a couple friends in Missouri whom I've never met, probably never will, but we know each other on the internet, and they don't have electricity. They live off grid, and she washes their clothes in a thing that looks like a baby in a rocking chair type thing. You pour water in, you rock it back and forth. It looks like a lot of work. I mean, I guess it works, but I think this works better. So that's what I did. I built a washing machine to wash stuff if there's no electricity. Now, I built this contraption because I like to build stuff. I like to weld, and I've got a complete machine shop and all the fancy tools and stuff. So this is all made out of steel. You don't have to do it this way. All this thing does really is, there's a handle down here. It just turns around, And inside, see this bolt here? On the inside, in this case, I'm going to take the front end off. It comes off real easily. Oop, there goes a bug. Bye, bug. Anyway, so inside here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but see that little peg there? There's one there, and there's one there, and they're on opposite sides, and they're offset. So one's like forward, and the other one's kind of backwards, towards the back. Anyway, and then down there's a drain, okay? Where'd it go? There it is. There's a drain down there. So if you notice, this thing sits at an angle. Probably in my case, in everybody's case, the most important part is this little wheel back here. There's a wheel. I've welded it on here, and it rides on the back of this drum. So it keeps it, in one place. So if you look at it, if you fill this with water, it'll fill up to about here, not a whole lot, but you don't need a whole lot. So you'd throw your clothes in there like a t-shirt or whatever, dirty t-shirt, and some soap and some water, and the lid would normally be snapped on, and I built a little, see that thing that you can pull that open. It's not necessary, but I like to build crap, so I put it on. Anyway, and so all you do is you spin the thing around, and this rope keeps it from flying off. It's hard to come up with all this stuff when you're just doing it for the first time. But anyway, that's how it works. You round and around and around. It'd be a lot easier than rocking things back and forth. And when you're done, that drain would be at the bottom, and there's just a cap on it. See right here? It's a rubber cap. You just yank it off, and all the water, soapy water, dirt, and all that stuff, falls out either onto the ground or in a bucket, and there you have it. So that's my off-grid washer. Now, if you didn't want to make it so fancy like this, if you just had a picnic table and you could build yourself a set of ways, like you'd put a boat onto, like 2 blocks of wood on each side in the shape of a V, maybe with some carpet on it so that it would be slick, that would hold it, that would cradle it into position. You'd have to put it at an angle, I think, like I have, so it would hold water, so it would be, let me see if I can get a better angle of it here. See, it's kind of at an angle, and that keeps the water in it. And then this on down below is just a little dolly I got at Harbor Freight for like $10 or maybe more, and it has wheels, so the wheels grab onto the side of it, and so they just roll around, keeps it rolling. Real simple, sort of. A lot of welding and stuff, but like I said, I've got a complete machine shop, 3 welders. I like to weld, I like to build stuff, so I did. Anyway, and there you have it. You can wash your clothes off grid, and you don't even need that. You could actually, I did this one time when I was camping. I took a 5-gallon bucket, and I put one of those lids on that you can unscrew, for keeping food in it. Real fancy, real expensive too. Anyway, and then I put a couple pegs in it, just like I did this. A little bit of, I have a complete machine shop, so I was able to, turn that on the lathe, and it's threaded, and then there's a brass bolt that goes through from the outside and holds it in there so it won't corrode and stuff. That's why I use brass. And anyway, I did that on the bucket, and then I put the clothes in, a little water, soap, and snap it, screw the lid on, and then I just rolled it around, and it worked fine. It's kind of a, like I said, I was camping. Who cares? Anyway, that's what Silly Wabbit is up to. Next up, I'm building 20 brand new windmills. Each will feature a 60-to-1 transmission, and all of them will be pumping air because I build toys that run on air. Anyway, so much for that. Hey, thanks for watching.